A Guerrilla Podcast Syndicate production.
I will share to you some tips on how I was able to grow my Facebook group. So this is actually part of my bonus or freebies to those who avail my 365 days of Facebook post content idea. So instead of me making a short ebook or a cheat sheet or a blueprint, I recorded a video para mas makonsume nyo siya regardless of your busy schedule. Alright. At the same time, meron din mga nagtatanong sa akin na members po natin, how are they going to upscale or improve and grow their Facebook group?
This podcast is brought to you by Guerrilla Podcast Syndicate, powered by Kangaroo Fern Media Lab. Kangaroo Fern is Australia's independent video and podcast management agency with a mission to help individuals and entrepreneurs to start their own podcasts and harness the power of podcasting. Social media over coffee with MJ Tapia. Discover social media strategies that can help your business build a strong online presence and learn how to craft content that captivates your dream customers. Social media over coffee with MJ Tapia.
Share to you some tips on how I was able to grow my Facebook group. So this is actually part of my bonus or freebies to those who avail my 365 days of Facebook post content idea. So instead of me making a short ebook or a cheat sheet or a blueprint, I recorded a video para mas makonsume nyo siya regardless of your busy schedule. Alright. At the same time, meron din mga nagtatanong sa akin na members po natin, how are they going to upscale or improve and grow their Facebook group? Okay. So, simulan na po natin. Okay. Ayan, very exciting po ito. Kasi I myself, I started my Facebook group with nothing, from scratch. I don't know how to communicate my message. I don't know kung ano ang i-click. Hindi ko alam. Zero. Okay? So, what you're going to learn are based from my experience and kung paano ko minanage at lumago kahit pa paano aking Facebook group. Okay. So, before I created my Facebook group, around 5 months na 20 plus lang ang members niya. And right now, halos 300 na po tayo siguro after 4 months. Okay. And this is organic growth. Organically po ito. But actually, if you really want to fasten the face, kung gusto mong instead of nakasakay ka sa jeep or sa pedicab or sa tricycle, sumakay ka ng jet sa paglago ng business mo using Facebook ads. That's if you have the fund and of course, not just the fund, if you know the right strategy on using Facebook ads, you can do so and then you can grow your Facebook group with that na super targeted ang audience, super targeted. Yung magjo-join, yung talagang dream customers mo. Okay. So right now, I learn how to organically grow my Facebook group. But sooner or later, definitely, I will learn how to use, of course, Facebook ads. All right. So, okay. So let's start. How to grow your Facebook group? Number one, do you really want to grow your Facebook group? Kasi ako, kaya hindi rin ako nag-grow kasi iniisip ko, pag nag-grow yung Facebook group ko, it is a responsibility. Okay? So, managing a Facebook group is definitely not for immature because for me po, personally, it's a responsibility for you to share your knowledge, your expertise. At the same time, pag may mga tanong po yung members mo, hindi po maganda na hindi tayo magre-reply sa mga comments or PM nila. So, it's best that we should know our goal or our reason ba't ba natin gustong palakihin yung Facebook group natin. Because definitely, it will consume our time, energy, and effort. So, make sure that you have enough of those things prior to your deep why. Actually, you should know your deep why. Bakit gusto mong palakihin yung Facebook group mo? That's Basic. That's number one. Ano ba yung reason? And the next one is, are you willing? Are you willing to consume time, to allot time and effort and patience as well sa pag-answer ng mga inquiries nila or sa pagsagot sa mga problems ng Facebook group mo? Because you're there not to be a celebrity, and your Facebook members are not your fans. They are your family. They are your members. You are there to help. You are there to inspire. You are there to serve and not just to sell. So number one is to be a service to your community. So are you willing to be like that? So if your answer is yes, then let me share to you my, not actually secret, but what I have learned based on my journey on having my own Facebook group, which is Social Media Marketing PH. Okay, newbie. This is a newbie guide for beginners. Okay, so when you have the reason or the deep why on why you want to grow your Facebook group, number one is you need to have a plan. Okay, so if you decided that you want your Facebook group to grow, you need to sit down, allot some time po, and create a plan on, write it down, how to grow my Facebook group.
Like what you hear so far? Make sure you never miss a show by clicking the subscribe button now. This podcast is made possible by listeners like you. Thank you for your support. Now, back to the show.
Yan. So kailangan talaga na you give your time. The people who win in this digital business is the people who show up and the people who make time for this. Okay? So, ang step natin, so this advice is for people na meron ng Facebook group, hindi yung gagawa pa lang. Okay. So on your about page, make it clear, concise, and coherent na pag nakita po nila, alam nila kung ano ang service mo or kung ano yung solution mo with their problem. Hindi yung pagtingin nila, ano ba talaga ang message mo? Make it clear to them. Let's say this Facebook group helps Filipinos who are starting their business online, or if they have physical shop or store, to promote their business on social media or on Facebook. Yan. So, dapat clear. Pagbasa nila, okay, ito. Ito yung benefits na makukuha ko. Kasi laging what's in it for me. We are in the business that people are always seeking what's in it for me. What's in it for them. Okay, so have a very clear about page. And also, yung name ng group mo, halimbawa sa akin, Social Media Marketing PH. So very, focus siya about social media. So if you are fitness group, or you have kung gusto mo fitness group, dapat about fitness din, yung name ng yung name ng Facebook group mo. But remember, you can also put some subtitles. Halimbawa po ako, Social Media Marketing PH, sa baba, pwede ko lagyan ng, kasi ang dami pong social media, mga halos 20 yan, di ba? Ang dami na, may TikTok na, WhatsApp, and all. So, hindi po yun. Ang sa akin, Facebook, YouTube, and sooner or later, Instagram din. So, pwede yung tatlo lang na yun, yung ilalagay kong subtitle. So, kung ikaw naman is earn online, halimbawa, yung Facebook group mo is earning online for Filipinos. So, ilagay mo doon, pwede mong ilagay affiliate marketing or ebooks writing. So, pwede ka maglagay ng subtitle para mas lalong targeted yung audience mo. And doon din sa pag gumawa ka sa settings ng Facebook group mo, may mga tags. Ilagay mo yung mga tags doon, i-type mo siya. So again, this is for people who have existing Facebook group. So sa tags, ilagay mo doon, i-type mo yung mga keywords mo. Kung sa soap ka, ilagay mo soap, beauty soap, whitening soap, and so on and so forth. Yan. Okay, so that's one. Actually, hindi lang one, marami na siya, no? Okay. So, at the same time, when people see your Facebook group sa yung timeline mo, dapat unang kita pa lang nila, kilala ka na nila. Nakita nila yung face mo, nakita nila yung gestures mo. That's why it's important to create video and to post your photos. Or kung medyo mahihain ka, why not record an audio para mas makita ka nila? Kasi trust is your currency in the market. So yun ang tinitingnan nila if they can trust you. But before they could trust you, of course, they need to like you first. And you have to open up yourself in order for them to see you. Kung magki-click ba kayo. Okay. So actually it's not because that you have the most, what do you call this? You have the greatest content. It's not because that you're the best speaker, that you are the best admin, or you have the best content, best graphic, or best headline. It's not about that. It's because your post and your Facebook group, your post and your graphic resonate to your audience. Nakarelate sila. Katulad ng sinabi ko dati, kung meron ako makikita na 2 post, yung isa doon is nasa beach, tapos siya ay, let's say, nagsisip ng coconut water. Tapos meron naman doon, merong isang mommy na, tinuturuan maglakad yung baby niya. Mas ikiklik ko yung mommy na tinuturuan maglakad yung baby niya kasi yun yung nakapag-resonate at yun ang may connect sa akin. Okay? It's not because you're the best, you're the greatest, but you're creating posts that can resonate and connect to your target audience. Okay? So, it is very vital that you know your customer, your target market, or your buyer persona on a deeper level. So, it's not enough that, let's say, I am selling beauty products for female. So it's like you are targeting half of the population of the world. Okay, so make it a bit medyo naman tayo. We should stand out from the crowd by making our target market mas focus pa siya and targeted. For example, yung fitness product mo is for newly moms, mga bagong mami. O kaya pwede naman siyang for senior citizen. O kaya pwede pang millennial lang siya. O kaya pwede lang siya para sa mga 40 years old and above. Yan. O kaya for sensitive skin lang siya. Okay, make it a bit targeted kasi you will drown yourself to the sea of sameness. Pare-pareho na lang. Okay, so you need to stand out and stick out from the market by having a content tilt po sa iyong target market. Alright? So, kung halimbawa naman is ako po, social media marketing, ang content tilt ko, this is not for advanced people, but these are for newbies talaga. Newbies. Na, kasi doon din ako dumaan. Okay? So, have a content tilt. Di naman kailangan na bonggang content tilt, but kahit isang content tilt lang. Okay? So, it's really important that you talk not to many people. Okay? Isa lang. Sa isang tao ka lang makikipag-usap. In my case, I have my own buyer persona. So, before kasi hindi ko rin alam kung paano ako gagawa ng content. Para kanino ba ito? Because it's not about you, actually. It's about your audience. So, you will create a content that your audience want to see. So every time gagawa ko ng content, iniisip ko yung tao na to, kaharap ko lang siya, nagkakape kami, parang ganon. So, my buyer persona is, may pangalan siya, ang pangalan niya Iza. Okay, Iza is 35-year-old, meron siyang 2 anak, isang boy, tsaka isang girl, tapos nag-resign siya sa job niya, at ngayon, nagtitinda siya ng mga organic products online. Mga pagkain, healthy foods, yan. So, meron akong ganun. Tapos mahilig siyang manood ng Netflix pag nagre-relax siya. Tapos gusto niya na bumili ng bahay. Tapos ang pinaka-problem niya is kung sino yung mag-aalaga ng anak niya pag busy siya sa work, or sa business niya. So parang ganun, you should have your buyer persona. Ano ba yung mga personality ng buyer persona mo? Ano yung preference niya? Demographics? At the same time, ano yung goals mismo nung buyer persona mo. At the same time, not just the goals, but the challenges that he or she is facing. So, isulat mo siya yung primary challenges niya, at the same time, yung mga secondary challenges. Kasi, ikaw ang susolve nung iba doon. Okay? So, there you go. You have your about page, your tagging, your subtitle ng group mo, you have your buyer persona, and you are willing as well to show your face and your video as well to your client or maybe your voice. So next we go to, kasi ang Facebook algorithm, by the way, because i-ano natin ng konti. Facebook algorithm is math. So it's like Facebook will choose kung anong post yung ilalagay sa newsfeed ng newsfeed mo. Depende kung ano yung pinipindot, kiniklik mo or kinukonsumo na content sa social media. So ilalagay lang niya doon.
We are Independent Podcast Network. We are Guerrilla Podcast Syndicate. Would you like to hear your brand while supporting quality podcasts? Contact us now at advertise@guerrillapodcastsyndicate.com.
At kung ano yung mas madalas mong kinukonsume na content, yun ang mas mag-a-appear. Okay, so in a nutshell, to make it simple, parang ganun siya. Alright, so that's why it's really important for you to know a bit about Facebook algorithm. So gagawin lang natin, i-simplify lang natin siya, no? Okay, pag nalaman ni Facebook, because right now our focus is Facebook marketing. Okay? So pag nalaman niya that you are attracting people and you are keeping people in their platform, happy si Mark Zuckerberg. Happy si Facebook kasi gagawin niya, ipopromote niya yung Facebook group mo sa iba pang mga tao. So pag nalaman ni Facebook na yung taong to is halimbawa interested for let's say digital marketing, so kung yun ang content mo, ipopromote si Facebook na yung magpopromote sa'yo. Nasa gilid yun ng ng screen, tapos makikita doon suggested group, mga ganyan. Makikita mo rin, pwede mo rin siya makita sa timeline mo. O sa timeline ng target audience mo. Okay? So, if you are keeping people in their platform, Facebook will gladly to promote you for free. Okay? Alright. So, halimbawa rin, another tip, kung may nag-join sa Facebook group mo, actually, by the way, you have an option if you want your Facebook group to be public, closed, or secret. Okay? Kung gusto mo mabilis na mag-grow, mag-public ka. Kasi madami na mag-join dyan. But in my case, I make it closed group para naman gusto ko rin targeted at yung quality ng group because I'm not after vanity metrics na ang dami-dami mong Facebook group pero wala namang engagement. So, ang maganda sa Facebook group mo, they socialize because it's social media and the people who win as well are the people who socialize. Who know how to socialize on social media platform. Okay. So, nasa na tayo? So, ako nga po, close group yung ginawa ko. At the same time, meron akong questions na they need to put in their email address. 2 question lang naman. So, you can also do that in order for you to screen out your members kung quality yung gusto mo. Okay. So, the next, kung meron gustong mag-join sa Facebook group mo, you need to accept them right away. Or kung ayaw mo naman, they just click decline or block. Alright? But nalalaman kasi ni Facebook kung madali kang mag-respond sa mga request sa'yo. For example, kung may nag-PM sa'yo, may nag-comment, at the same time, may nagre-request to join your group, it's really important that you respond right away. So accept them if you want them, accept them right away. Kasi ako dati pinapadami ko pa, dapat 10 muna or more than 10 bago ko i-accept para marami akong i-welcome. So, hindi pala ganon. So, kahit isa lang, accept mo na siya. Huwag ka na magsayang ng oras. Okay? That's one tip. And every time you post, huwag ka munang when you post, spend 15 to 30 minutes to engage. So, huwag mong iiwanan yung post mo. Right? Kasi, meron tayong tinatawag na the power of 10. Okay? So, within 10 minutes, pag nagkaroon ng 10 comments yung post mo, mas tataas yung chances na makita yung content mo ng iba pang members mo. Kasi sa Facebook, only 2% of your members can see your post or less than 2%. So katulad ng sinabi ko, meron siyang parang swirl, may batch 1, batch 2, batch 3 na makakakita ng post mo. So yung mga active sa group mo, sila yung una makakakita. Okay? Pero pag nag-post ka, wala nag-comment, hindi na siya ipapakita sa iba. So it's very important yung mga nourish mo, yung mga Kickstarter mo. So how do you nourish your Kickstarter members? Engage with them, comment on their Facebook page or on their Facebook group or personal profile. So makipag-socialize ka din sa kanila. Okay? And make time for them and help them if they need you. Kasi yun naman tayo. We are here to serve. Okay? So, talking about yung first batch, second batch na mga makakakita ng mga post mo. Okay? So, pag walang nag-comment, walang engagement, hindi na yan ipapakita ni Facebook sa iba. Okay? So, spend time after posting. Huwag mo iwan yung Facebook mo. Commit 15, kahit mga 15 minutes or 30 minutes na makipag-engage sa mga magko-comment. Okay? And at the same time, yung pagko-comment naman, hindi natutuwa si Facebook na ang comment ay mga 3 words lang. Yung love it or love, 2 or 3 words lang like, this is great, love it, love this. Ayun. So anong gagawin natin pag may nag-comment ng ganon? We need to reply. That's the rule. Reply in every comment of our members. Paano kung agree? Ganon lang. Yes. Ganon lang. Totally agree. Paano? Comment pa rin. Pero yung comment mo, make it a quality comment. And why would you spend your time and your effort to comment sa mga hindi quality comment? Because it's you teaching your tribe or your audience on how to treat your Facebook group. Okay? And you will teach them how to properly socialize and comment as well. Kasi yung mga comment na sobrang ikse, na parang chatbot, especially, hindi siya counted. Hindi ganun kataas yung kanyang value when it comes to Facebook. Okay? So, you comment a longer one and a quality one. And with that, you are teaching your tribe on how to treat your post and how to treat your Facebook group. Alright? And you're teaching them as well on how to socialize on social media. Okay. So next is, remember to reply on all the comments. All comments. Kasi ano nga naman mararamdaman mo kung nag-comment ka tapos wala namang reply yung admin, di ba? Parang ano ba to? Ganito ba dito? Walang pansinan. So dapat you appreciate and you give time as well. Okay. And the next one is, pag yung mga post po, makikita natin na we can click like, we can click heart, love, or we can click thumbs up. So, we should take advantage of those. So, lahat ng comment mo, lahat ng comment ng mga kagrupo mo, i-like mo siya, or i-smiley, or i-love mo siya. Okay, so nalalaman din ni Facebook yan na active, na napaka-active naman itong admin na ito. So, don't forget, ang alam ko yung love, mas mataas yung score niya kaysa sa like lang eh. So, make use of those emoticons. Yan, sa mga comment. Alright? And the next is, when is the best time to post? So, in the Philippines, basically, the best time to post is, sa nakikita ko po, before pumasok ng work, which is from 7 to 9 o'clock. Tapos during lunch break, 11:30 to 1 o'clock. Tapos pag uwian na, 5 o'clock to onwards to 8 o'clock. So, yun yung parang nakikita ko lang. Based on the behavior of my post. Kasi doon ako nagpo-post sa time slot na yon. So far, okay naman. But remember, you should try, test, and experiment. So, don't limit yourself with those time slots kasi it basically depends on your market. Mamaya ang market mo ay nasa ibang bansa o kaya ang market mo naman are mga senior citizen, or it depends. So, it depends on your brand. It depends on your target market. So, test, try, and experiment which one works. Okay. And the next one is you could also, let me see here, meron akong ginawang cheat sheet. Okay. Okay.
So you want to start a podcast, or perhaps you've already started one, but you're still unclear on how you can actually make this podcasting work. No worries. That's why we're here for you. We are Guerrilla Podcast Syndicate, powered by Kangaroo Fern Media Lab. Join our network. Contact us at info@kangaroofern.com because we're stronger together.
So, ito yung favorite ko. The BFF rule. So, every time you post, make sure na para ka lang nakikipag-usap sa best friend mo. Okay? Kasi parang ang social media, para ka nasa isang party. So, hindi mo naman pwedeng sabihin na, hi, photographer ako. O, hi, nagbibenta ako ng, halimbawa, nasa party ka, hi, nagbibenta ako ng e-books. O, di ba? O kaya sabihin mo, oh, hi, kamusta kayo? Nagbibenta ako ng mga lotion. Ayan. Di ba, pag nasa party, parang sasabihin sa'yo, ang weird nito, ah. Okay. So, kasi yung social media para siyang parang nasa party ka. So, hindi ka basta-basta magsasabi na, hello, bumili kayo dito ng product ko. Okay, bumili kayo dito ng damit. Okay, so make sure that you socialize first. And pag nagpo-post ka, you're talking to your best friend. So, halimbawa, hello, halimbawa lang po, may ipopost ka na tungkol sa what do you call, healthy beverage. So, pag sinabi mo kasi, buy now my healthy tonic juice, only 399 pesos, and you will have free sachet of teas when you buy today. So, pag ganun, parang talagang wala namang masama doon. Asking for the sale. But maganda, i-warm mo muna yung market mo. Na hindi ka muna magbebenta, but you have to warm your market by giving them tons and tons of valuable content. Okay? So, bago yon i-warm mo na. But before that, so, igagawin nating mas friendly yung tone ng voice natin at hindi naman masyadong salesy and pushy. So, for example, you can have a picture of that tonic drink. So, pwede mong sabihin, yung picture niya, tsaka picture mo rin. Tapos nakalagay sa table mo. Tapos meron ka halimbawa mataas na madami mga books. Sabihin mo, I was able to devour on let's say 500 or 1,000 pages of these books because of this tonic drink. So, what's the next book to read? Parang ganun siya. So, if you want to have, tas sa baba pwede mong lagyan na, if you want to be energized, surprisingly energized, please, halimbawa, please contact me. Hindi masyadong maganda yung example ko, pero parang ganon. Parang you tell a little story, you tell them the benefit in the form of a story and not in a sales pitch. Okay? Ayan. So, BFF rule. You post just like you're talking to a friend. So, wag masyadong parang robot ang dating or parang chatbot. So, yung manner of tone mo, pwede ring serious sometimes, minsan funny, minsan friendly, mixture siya eh. Pero wag naman yung sobrang salesy. Okay? So, again, it depends on your brand. It depends on your product and market. Okay? So, the next here is always, since I am also a coach for content marketing. Of course, we will also tackle bits and pieces of content marketing. Okay. So in growing your Facebook group, the more that your posts are having connection with your client. Ayun, naputol. Okay, so okay na. I'm using Zoom kasi mas malinaw yung video niya tsaka audio. Okay, thank you Zoom. Ayan. Okay, so I'm still recording. So next is a bit about content marketing. So it's important when you have your Facebook group, it's important that you plan your content. Ako hindi yung ngayon ako, ito, ipopost ko ngayon. Araw-araw nag-iisip ka ng which is true, araw-araw nag-iisip ka, but have a strategy on how you're going to curate your content. Okay? So, paano ba ginagawa yon? Have a calendar. Have a calendar of kung ano yung content mo. Pwedeng calendar for a year, for a month, for a week. As a starter, pwede ka mag-start na weekly content. So, halimbawa, for this week, ano ba yung theme mo? Halimbawa, kung ang ano natin ay soap. Kasi si Ma'am Emma adora sa soap siya. Kaya siya naisip ko. Halimbawa, first week, whitening soap. Ganun lang. Second week, let's say naman, anti-aging soap. Tungkol doon lahat yung post mo. Tapos, third week, baby soap. Yeah, so meron siya mga theme and categories para hindi ka naman scattered mind sa pagpo-post mo. Okay? And it is important, apart from having a theme, you should have your content bank. Pwede siyang sa paper or pwede siyang may template ka kung saan mo ilalagay yung mga post mo. Magbigay ka rin ng tamang timing or allot a time kung kailan mo siya gagawin. Halimbawa, dapat 4 hours. Ako kasi 4 hours, nakakagawa na ako na post for 2 weeks. Kasi maubos yung oras mo. Kung hindi mo bibigyan sarili mo ng deadline na dapat, after 2 hours, tapos na yung 1 week post ko, give yourself a strict deadline para yung mind mo na prep na siya, tsaka yung body mo na prep na siya na kailangan matapos yung post mo within that hour. So, deadline is really important. Okay? And dapat sa mga post natin, dapat makikita tayo as a thought leader. Ibig sabihin, hindi naman 100% perfect tayo or sobrang expert genius guru na tayo sa niche na yan, but we are advanced than their level, than the level of our audience. Hindi pwedeng sila pa yung mas advanced sa atin. Pwede rin naman yon. Pero di ba mas maganda kung ikaw yung advanced kasi ikaw yung kanilang thought leader. You're the leader in that tribe actually because you're bringing them from point A to point B. Okay? So when you create posts, maraming types of posts. Okay? So if you're a beginner, might as well mag-curate ka muna. So you'll get ideas from top 3. Halimbawa, if you are a public speaker. Gusto mo maging public speaker. So, kukuha ka ng 3 public speaker, titingnan mo yung account nila. So, titingnan mo ang account nila, i-check mo kung ano yung mga posts na nagkiklik. So, hindi naman ika-copy mo. It's not copying, but it's being strategically smart on your actions. Okay? So, copying is a no-no for us, digital marketers, but you will get the pattern, the thought, and you will tweak it or curate it according to your brand, according to your voice, to your personality, and to your target audience, and according to your product. Okay? So, hindi siya 100% nakokopyahin mo siya. Okay? So, if you're a beginner group, organically. Okay. So we are now in creating and curating a post. When we say create, original yun sa'yo, na-create ka from start to finish. If it is curate, you get some ideas, some words, phrases from other sources. Okay? So you can share then links from different websites, but don't ever forget to give credit. Always give credit to the content owner, to the website, or to the resources. Okay ba yan? Even sa images, i-credit mo rin yung owner ng images na yan or ng graphics na yan. Okay? And again, it's very important that you have a plan for the week. That's why I created 365 days of Facebook posts or content ideas para hindi na masayang yung effort mo and oras mo sa pag-iisip kung ano ba ang ipopost mo sa social media or sa Facebook account mo. So, dapat meron kang plan. At the same time, okay, ayan, nandito kasi ako sa coffee shop. Alright. So, you have a plan. At the same time naman, I'll share to you as well my Along with this video is meron akong bibigay na planner, what do you call this? 365 days na blank calendar siya for your post. At the same time, I'll be giving you a worksheet and yearly planner na pwede mong gamitin para doon mo ilagay lahat ng ideas mo na makakatulong talaga yun sa'yo. Okay? Para hindi ka scattered mind. Okay? And actually, ang pinaka-role doon, pinaka-role po natin is to be social, to socialize with your tribe. Kung gusto mo ng 20 comments, dapat magko-comment ka rin sa ibang Facebook group. Sa Facebook page or group ng ka-tribe mo or ng members mo, pati sa personal page nila. So learn how to socialize, but don't fake it, okay? Don't fake it. Be sincere with your comment, with your post. At the same time, pag nag-post ka, dadami din yung comment kasi nagko-comment ka rin eh. So, pasipagan lang talaga to ng pagko-comment. But make sure it's valuable and it's sincere quality comment. Okay? So, that's how I was able to grow my Facebook group. Okay, my dear SMMP family and Ignite Nation. Thank you so much for listening and watching. See you next time. God bless.
Thank you for listening. Make sure to visit our website at www.guerrillapodcastsyndicate.com where you can subscribe to the show in Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, or via RSS, so you'll never miss a show. While you're at it, if you found value in this show, rate and review this podcast and share it with your friends. You can also join the conversation with Guerrillas RV on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Please consider on making a donation to help us keep making the podcast you love. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. A Guerrilla Podcast Syndicate production.